All right, test 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Mateo here, and welcome in for episode 13 for Crime Scene Cleaner, which is a game that I've definitely been meaning to get back to as well. Also, if I'm actually looking like a lot more rested, that's probably a little bit of a lie. Consider the factor that, yeah, like earlier on, like well now yesterday, since it's after midnight now, so we got like a bit of a graveyard shift going here, of course. I was definitely tired when I went in for my Castlevania Portrait of Ruin stream like yesterday morning. But I want to kind of go and get that out of the way because I've been up all night, like the previous, like I've been up all night and everything, and I didn't want to be rushing to kind of like go through and do, you know, both like this stream as well as the other, as well. I mean, do like, you know, both streams back to back. Plus, me and Amber 17 for like the Grounded 2 stuff we're gonna be continuing this weekend. We also like did some stuff tonight, like going in trying to get ready for that. So yeah, that said, definitely got a late stream going here, but that's kind of like usually how it goes with Crime Scene Cleaner. In the past, I've actually had like pretty good, like pretty nice little turnouts as far as views are concerned. During night streams of this, I guess because of the setting or whatever. This actually is a game that I had broke like a YouTube channel record on twice. You know, as far as like views concerned, like concurrent viewers, with like me getting like, you know, a 99 on one stream, and also I think about like 60 something on another. And of course, I'm forever grateful for those who came by and hung out for that. Even if you guys just lurked, you know, as always, deeply appreciate, you know, your presence regardless. Also, me clearing my throat like this, because I literally, you know, was drinking some soda right before the stream started, and I kind of got caught in my throat, and I've been trying to clear my throat ever since. But yeah, I've been really excited to kind of get back into this, because I haven't played this since I think, like, literally, I think on Christmas Eve. I think that was, like, last time I played it. So, I think, like, the last episode, I believe, was when we did, like, the Smart House, the Nightmare version of the Smart House. So, trying to, like, keep, you know, track of, like, where we're supposed to be in the game now. And I'm probably gonna be only like maybe doing like one episode of this tonight, because like I was saying, even though I feel like I'm like a lot more rested now, I still am feeling like a bit tired. So as soon as the stream is over, I'm definitely gonna probably be like, you know, laying back down so I can go and hit the gym in the morning and make sure like, you know, I do my stream for No I'm Not a Human. I can try to do that like, you know, fairly early tomorrow. Because I mean, I've never really had like, you know, static, you know, sleep schedules that like stay, you know, to stay persistent. Like I've always like, you know, pretty much been like, sometimes I can be a night owl, sometimes like, you know, I'll be like, you know, I'll be like a morning person, even though I hate mornings and everything. It's just like my sleep cycles have always been like very sporadic. So sometimes like, you know, I'll basically sleep through the day, which is kind of like what I've been doing lately. And other times I'll, you know, be able to sleep properly at night and wake up, you know, with, you know, full of energy the next day. But it's basically just, I guess, like depends on what my body's internal clock, you know, what it decides. So yeah, like I said, last stream for this, we played on Christmas Eve. I can't remember if I think we did like one. I think we did 2 missions. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. But like I said, it's more than likely going to be 1 tonight. It may depend on like how long the 1 mission is. Like the first mission we do, if it's actually, you know, short. Because some of these missions actually surprisingly have been like a lot shorter than like the original variants of them I did. But I think also it's just because I got upgraded equipment and everything as well. But yeah, with that being said, there's not really like, I guess, a whole lot I had to really do for an intro with this. And plus, a lot of my intros lately have been very long-winded when we talk about like a lot of the channel updates I've done and everything. But since everything seems like it's mostly working like it's supposed to now, we're gonna have to run y'all through like anything that's happened this time. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get like the ad break out of the way so we can go ahead and, you know, and get the game started, because it's after midnight now. I don't want to run too late with this. I do want to make sure I get some rest so I can, you know, hit the gym in the morning and then hopefully, you know, be able to like do the next episode for No I'm Not a Human sometime tomorrow, like this afternoon instead of like, you know, late at night. But again, we'll see how things go on that. So give me about 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and it's time to go ahead and get this graveyard shift underway. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure I think I did the smart house thing before. Yeah, it's starting me on a bad call here, because I remember I went back in that because I was trying to see if I could go in and like try to find some of the stuff I need to do. I need to find before. Because I did miss a few things. I think that's why I think I might have actually do the entire mission over again. Not entirely sure. So we're gonna have to like exit out of this. I mean, we already did like the nightmare version of Bad Call, so. But I'm excited to get back into this. It's been like a while since I played, so I'm really excited to jump back into it.
Back to work.
Not here, we're not. I'm leaving. I've already done this. I don't want to do it again. What's wrong with you? Also, Rogues, I noticed I just like I've had some issues with drop frames right here, so hopefully it's not gonna be anything persistent. It's been happening like a lot lately, so I'm hoping it's just something that Twitch's that YouTube's in or something. I mean, don't think it's really things really impacting the streams, but I noticed that the past like several streams, I've had like a drop frame thing going on, and like when I actually started tonight, it was in the yellow. I got concerned, but it was like only for like a little bit, so I'm gonna be monitoring that. But I think things should be okay. It seems like it's only like been happening when it's on like some of the still images and everything, but might need to check and like make sure like some of the things in OBS didn't get like switched around. All right, I don't know why I'm doing that. No, like I just literally just go this way. Okay. So yeah, we did short circuit, so the Italian job is next. And with this, actually, I think this actually gonna put us about halfway done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're like once we finish the Italian job, we'll basically be halfway through with this. And Affair with Death, I know for a fact that one's probably be like one's gonna be long in the tooth. Or at least I'll get the pizza van unlocked. So yeah, this was actually one of my favorite jobs, so it's gonna be pretty cool to see like the nightmare version of it.
It'll be a long night. Sometimes your dreams coming true means your nightmares are coming true as well. What scares you the most is the thing you end up with.
Yeah, well, if I end up with a mannequin in my bed or whatever, I'm gonna burn the whole house down. Not really, but that's like basically the whole thing with like trying to kill a mosquito with a bazooka or something. But like I had my fair share of mannequins last stream. We're not doing that again. Okay, so 9 bodies. All right, move the. There's a catch. You're telling me there's only like 6 pieces of furniture, 3 pieces of evidence? Nah, I ain't falling for it. There's something else to this. It ain't gonna be that easy. We got our first dream catcher at least. So we got a Pied Piper of mechanical ducks or something. What the fuck's going on? What the duck's going on? Welcome in, Nika. So, why does this guy seem like he'd be like a Ninja Turtle villain? Kind of gives me like some Rat King vibes or something. It's a big ass bottle of ketchup. What the hell? All right, we got a hatch here.
But there is a keyhole.
Just jump on it, Kowalski. Now, see, you got to tell her just cannonball through it. We'll be fine. Your nightmare, you ain't gonna get hurt. I'm just trying to process what I just saw. Like, see, I told those Charlie Brown adults like not try to start a band. You can't hear what they were just saying. You don't understand what they're saying. It made me think of the Charlie Brown adults. Wah, 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 wah. All right. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I like my pizzas, like, with less soylent and green. Thank you very much. The thing is, it's actually the irony of this, because I literally had pizza, well, now yesterday and everything. It's like probably like one of the only meals I had and everything, so I'm definitely kind of fasting right now before I go to the gym in the morning. But yeah, I like it. It's just kind of ironic that. Last stream we dealt with mannequins. Now it's animatronics. This game is trying to mock me. I know what it is now. This is the Five Nights at Freddy's homage they were talking about. You know, it makes sense because they're trying to do like a whole security guard thing with this thing. That kind of would make sense here. He's like, all right, Patrick Bateman. It was like, you know, Christian bailed on, you know, his life expectancy. All right, so I'm just wondering what's about to happen here. Is there's gonna be something to catch? And we're going that route. Pineapples in a pizzeria. Weird. We're not about like, you know, getting that the whole war. You can stay your ass on that stage there. Like, I understand if this gig wasn't all it was quacked up to be or whatever. It seemed like the rest of the band's left you and everything, but don't be taking it out on me, buddy. Your big ass head. This is gonna be interesting. But I do you like how like they probably like took one of my favorite jobs and actually made it more interesting and all that? That's reason like if they are gonna do like Act 2 for this, I can't wait to see what they do with it because. And this is a game like I really, you know, you constantly enjoy coming back to, so. Okay, look, and we're coming back to that now. Getting the... These corpses are so overdramatic. Can I open this up?
Locked tight. Looks like I'll need to find a key.
Okay, or another dream catcher.
What are you? The stupid human sandwich. What the hell are you? The stupid pizza sandwich chef.
Okay, so we got like a Pied Piper out there. We got apparently like a. I'm really trying to figure out exactly what all I'm seeing going on here and everything. And that definitely, okay, you see that right there, like the hands or whatever, the handprint. And but see, here's the one thing they just keep on doing it where they're just trying to test my patience as far as like, you know, ruining good pizza. Stay on that stage. Okay. You open this door, your girlfriend's gonna get it. Don't tempt me. All it takes is one pull or whatever, she gone. She's gonna end up in the sewer somewhere. Okay, well at least, you know, I think if I got my stuff with me or whatever. So hey, might as well clean while I'm in here. Is there, yeah, it's like not really a whole lot to clean, but I forgot I had that. Okay. So he's saying like, all right, so that's the thing. I feel like I understand how they're doing this now. It's basically, it's probably not gonna be like a whole big mess or whatever, but this, I forgot I got the laser thing. I can't wait to test that out too. I got like the laser, that's gonna be pretty cool. I think like I don't recall, I think like, have I used, like, I know I've got the thing set up where I don't actually, I can carry it around with me. I don't know if I used that last stream or not. Okay, that was easy for the key. What a mess. I agree. I can't remember if I used like the portable thing where I can carry it around with, because that was like one of the main upgrades I wanted. I think I did use it. All right, I think like I totally wish I could trash like the ducks just to make him mad. Yeah. It's not gonna be that bad once I kind of get going. It's like, again, it's all the stuff that's like all the foliage. Once I get all this up, we'll be good. Like I said, I feel like this job might actually be like more one of those things where the pacing of it is like there's not like a lot I gotta do as far as buys and everything concerned, but it's just a matter of actually getting to the actual. I don't think it's gonna be a whole lot clean, but I think they're kind of like focusing more on the storytelling aspect of it. I think this actually might be a smaller job, but I might be surprised. But you can definitely see like they're trying to like do a homage to Five Nights at Freddy's here, and it makes sense as at a pizzeria. I ain't gonna lie, this does definitely like have me like really wanting to like, you know, one thing I've always said if I ever did make it with my content creation rogues is I'd like to just go to New York. It's one thing I've never been. I know some people say it's not really all it's cracked out to be, but me, I would like to go for the pizza. You know, I'm someone like, you know, who as a kid, like one of my favorite movies, like, you know, was of course, you know, the live action TMNTs. And I just remembered, you know, the whole thing like with the opening for Secret of the Ooze, the second movie, where it showed like all the people like, you know, eating pizza at different spots. And I always like thought about like how it just looks so good. So I still like, you know, kind of stand by my, like I feel like, you know, the best store-bought pizza I've had is by a brand called Motor City Pizza Company. And once I think they actually do have a restaurant, I'm not sure, but I'm usually it's either that for me or I can't remember the name of the pizza or the name of the brand. But there's another brand that makes a pretty, you know, pretty good like, you know, chicken Alfredo pizza. And it's like, you know, the whole thing with like, you know, and honestly it's not as calorie, you know, rich as other pizzas out there. Like the whole pie is pretty much like 800, like it's less than 900 calories. But I can't remember. Let me. That's gonna be bugging me because I know, like, in case anyone sees the stream, what everyone's curious about, I want to see like which pizza it was. It would be if I can find it here. Yeah, Bellatoria. It's this thin crust one right here. This pizza is absolutely amazing. It's like one of my favorites. Between that one and the Motor City Pizza Company stuff. And what I like about the Motor City Pizza Company is it actually like tastes almost just like, you know, what I remember like, you know, from Pizza Hut growing up. You know, it has like kind of like that nostalgic, you know, taste to it. Because it just kind of feels like something's changed out with Pizza Hut over the years where it just tastes a whole lot different, but it just might be just how I remember from my childhood, you know, it's different compared to tasting as an adult.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
But yeah, I mean, point is, if I ever actually made it with my content creation, I'd love to just like, you know, hit up New York and just see like, you know, what pizza spots there are. Okay, now he's got to like break down like, you know, these stuff here that's we can't like, you know, trash. And I got my trusty katana. Okay, some of the stuff is just like furniture I need to pick up.
There was no need for so many tables anyway.
You know, I'm pretty sure I'm probably not gonna be getting too many customers after this. As we know it didn't really work well for Freddy Fazbear's, you know, nor Willy's Wonderland, so. But honestly, I don't know who I'm more mad at now. The animatronic for trashing this place, or for, you know, I can't remember if it was Big Jim. I think it was Big Jim or whatever, that trashed it, like, you know, in the main story. But either way, it's like, I'm just like sitting here like mad as heck, like you know, because like, you know, they trashed like a perfectly good pizzeria. And once get all this up, I can like just start spraying everything down with the pressure washer. It's gonna be interesting to see how the laser thing looks. I don't think I've really used it to clean anything yet. But that was like one of the main ones I was really wanting. I mean, it's purely aesthetic. It's not like actually gonna give me any kind of advantage, but it's gonna be, I just want to see like how, you know, how it looks. Okay, that stops blocking the way. I'm trying to process like why the hell animatronic like had to smack something in the face. I don't know, maybe he's like trying, like, you know, just improve his vernacular as far as like killing stuff's concerned. So that's open now. Okay. All right. No. You almost made it. Okay, just got like 5 more bodies to find. I'm gonna clean all this up while I'm at it.
Time for a bag swap.
Okay, probably. I'll go ahead and like, well, I'll wait on that. Take things one step at a time here. I say that when I saw this big ass, like, you know, duck feet. And we still got a little more in here we got to clean up.
No use fixing. Better to throw it away.
I couldn't tell if like, because sometimes like you have to like bring it down a little bit more, and that one seemed like should have been broken down more, but it wasn't. Yeah, I'll take out the trash in a bit once I get all this cleaned up. Okay, trash is done. Now we can like focus on getting everything scrubbed down and okay, yes. There we go. All right, that's done. Okay. No point putting it. I'll just put it up here first. Wrong thing. Okay. Grab this one down. I feel like this goes somewhere. Right here. Okay. That was oil on that one, it looked like. I'm guessing that's what it was. Alright, and like get this dream catcher. Yeah, so there was
What was that?
Not this time. Are you sure you turned off the animatronics?
Like, so my guess is, whatever that guy was out there, that Pied Piper guy or whatever, he had like all those mechanical ducks or whatever. I'm guessing like he came in here and somehow like, you know, turned on the animatronics with it. I'm pretty sure this goes on the, yeah. I'm gonna clean this one up real quick. Yeah, I mean, this job's kind of going by a little bit quickly, but a lot of it's just the blood, but, you know, once I get that up, you know, things will be, like, you know, speeding along. Thing I'm just concerned about is, like, there's more bodies. So, let's get this chair out here. Up there. Okay. Really? I'm guessing, like, it should be, yeah. All the chairs go right here, but there's no point in, like, doing that. Okay, I'll just put it on the table over here. I could just put them all on the stage. I could do that too. Alright, get this one. Clean up the wall right here. Okay, let's clean. There's another tray there. I can get on the wow, I can't get on the stage. So apparently the random chair was just blocking me. I wonder if I can play the keyboard. Yeah. I think I did that like somewhere else. I think it was a keyboard. Okay, it looks like there's one more tray somewhere. I mean, the stage isn't much better, but I'm just trying to like get everything cleaned up. Get everything cleaned up on the floor. Alright. So as long as I get everything cleaned up under the table, we're good. It's definitely, it makes it a little bit like hard to see the water flow to the flow or whatever, but I like how we're just basically just vaporizing the blood. Saying, I mean, as long as it's disappearing, we know we're hitting it. Because I don't think it actually has like any kind of actual, you know, it doesn't really like, you know, doesn't have any like kind of tactical thing. But at least I can see down there. I can see like clearer. I can see like how much more water there is. Because like the panels, the other one or whatever, it's hard to see if it was at the half. Like you could see like it was close to the like close to where it was out. How's it walking on the ceiling? Apparently it's animatronic duck got bit by a radioactive spider. Yes, I like how like the little LEDs down there. It's easier to see, like, you know, when it's fully empty, when it's actually pretty much empty. Okay. I love the noise it made right there. Right. But I also just like how like this seems like it's definitely without a doubt like a Ghostbusters reference. I do reiterate, this does have me, like, you know, really excited to eventually get around to playing Power Wash Sim 2. So I don't know really how I feel about the Adventure Time DLC, because I haven't actually really watched Adventure Time. Not for lack of interest, because I actually am curious about the series. I just kind of feel like if I go in and play that or whatever, I think it's supposed to be releasing, like, sometime, I think next couple months. I can't remember if they actually did a proper release date announcement for it. But I know that if I go in, it's going to be kind of like similar to the whole thing with, like, you know, some of the other stuff. like where I'll be going kind of blind about it. Like when I did the Shrek, you know, DLC, I hadn't watched all the Shrek movies. And I went through and actually got like a bit of a crash course on Wallace and Gromit or whatever before I did the DLC for that. Oof. Next thing is, it's basically counting the entire pizzeria as one spot, it looks like. Or at least, does it says like, jeez. This is going quickly, it's just, whatever. Make sure the rest of them match. Okay, there's that. Alright, trash is picked back up again. I'm just worried about where that animatronic duck went. Because like I said, obviously this is like a FNAF reference to all this. And y'all know I don't really like mannequins too much. Like, we literally dealt with mannequins last round or whatever. And now we're doing animatronics, so... And yeah, it's just the irony of the fact I had pizza today or whatever, and now I'm cleaning a pizzeria. Okay, that's done. And see, look at that right there. So that's what's hilarious about this. You look right there. The reflect... No, oh, never mind. I honestly thought that was a weird reflection. Like, they're actually showing, like, how, like, there was a reflection of everything in here, but it didn't match. But that's actually just the chairs and everything outside. I honestly thought that what I was seeing outside of where it was, like, you know, the chairs and, like, everything, how it's supposed to be in here, they just didn't render it right. Or, I don't know. It's like one of those things, like, you know, when some games you look in the mirror and they have, like, everything, like, the way it's supposed to normally be, but it just doesn't, like, move it around. But I thought that was, like, it was, like, a reflection. So it's, but it's literally, that's just, that's chairs and everything outside. Again, Rogues, I got some rest, but I'm still kind of tired. Okay, this should be enough to... Not to mention this, the sign's upside down. All right, so we need one more chair for right there, and then another one for right there. All right, here's another one. All right, so at least like we got like now we just got one more table. We gotta like, you know, finish up, and we'll be done with that. So we just gotta clean this one and get this up, then put the keg in here. It'd be great if I could actually open this and just... Yeah, okay. That's actually convenient. Yeah, we're literally taking out the trash. Yeah, it's not a carry-out order, it's a carry-out odor. That's horrible. I ain't taking it back. Y'all gotta deal with it. That drug was terrible, and y'all gotta accept the fact that it happened. See, and the cookies right there. That reminds me. I've actually got like, you know, some cookies like still in my fridge. I ain't baked yet. It's like this puff, you know, thing. Like these puff cookies where they actually kind of like it's kind of weird. They kind of like more of a cakey interior, but it also like has like a crispy outside and everything. And basically, I'll get those, and I have, like, you know, some Ghirardelli caramel sauce I'll drizzle on it. I know, me going to the gym, not really the healthiest thing, but, you know, I try to, like, make sure I balance out, like, snacks, like, have my little, like, cheat meals, or I try to balance out, like, what I eat and everything. I definitely try to eat healthy, but I have my moments where I'll definitely, get my snackage on. And I kind of got a bit of a sweet tooth, so. Right. Where's the, oh. Need to pay more attention. Okay, you should have to go over here. But now that, like, I got that copy of Hellmart that was gifted to me, I am excited to get around to playing that. I'm just trying to find, like, a window for that, because, again, no, I'm not a human. I'm gonna be playing that later today, as well as tomorrow, and then, like, it's gonna be more Grounded 2 over the weekend. And I kind of realistically would like to finish up No, I'm Not a Human this week, like, for what I want to do with it. And then next week, really hit the ground running with The Last of Us Part 2, because I said I would, like, try to, like, focus entirely on that. But now, like, I Hellmart, I kind of would like to, like, split up time between The Last of Us Part 2 and, and that, but I'll figure things out. Because I still feel bad about the fact that when I was doing the demo, I didn't actually get to finish it. Because I don't know if, like, what happened to me was a glitch, or it's just, like, I wasn't managing everything right. I was supposed to, like, maybe start over. But it's going to be nice going in with the actual full game and seeing what it's like. Because I really did enjoy the demo. Alright, so wipe up all blood. We're at 56%. Furniture back to its place. See, now we got, like, more furniture in here now. I know there was, like, a small amount before. But I also think it might be just stuff I knocked around on my luck. Okay. So far so good on things. We're getting this pretty quickly. Still don't know if I'm gonna do, like, another mission tonight. We're like 42 minutes in or whatever, and we're already, I guess, pretty much at this point about halfway done with the mission, unless they add more to it. Then when I actually played this one or whatever, I mean, it felt like it was pretty long, on the base version. Like the base, game. This thing actually has me want to watch Ghostbusters, too. Okay, where's the cat? Oh, got cleaned. I forgot about. See, this still pissed me off. All that pizza right there that they completely ruined. It's like, trust me, y'all didn't need to give me another reason to not like animatronics, but here it is. You did that. Okay, that's done. Wait a minute. You looking sus. Well, I guess not. Oh, it's just something felt like it was, like, really off right there. See, this is a travesty. I know, we know that's not marinara down there. I will say, as bad as it sounds, and this sounds terrible, the blood down there has me wanting to make spaghetti. Look, shut up, okay? We're in a pizza place. I gotta pass. We can say it's marinara. Cause yeah, I've made like spaghetti a couple times recently. See, that's what happened. Like, the tomato sauce. That's what happened. The can exploded. So it's not blood. I made sure it's not blood. I completely rechanged the story there. I rewrote the narrative. Like I said, I pretty much have gotten, like, where, like, the past few weeks I've made spaghetti a couple times. And this has me really craving it. But again, it's not this entirely. It's just we're in a pizzeria. And you're probably like, what kind of spaghetti? What are you using to top your spaghetti? I trust. I'm not a vampire. Maybe it was counterproductive, like, as vampire. You gonna, like, use you can use blood for your marinara sauce, whatever. But you gonna have garlic in your spaghetti or something. This is what happens when I'm doing a late night stream and I'm somewhat sleep deprived, Rogues. But I was saying, I slept good for the most part and everything. It's just that I guess it's just because I've been trying to catch up on sleep and everything. So between, like, you know, me, like, being, like, you know, like, pulling all these all-nighters lately, with that and the welcome messages, the streamer bot, as well as the, Blue Sky integration, since I'm back on Blue Sky now. The, welcome, like, getting the, time commands, like, set up in streamer bot, like, for, you know, taking that from Mix It Up and setting it up, you know, purely in streamer bot. And, you know, the clip function. Everything I've been pretty much doing or whatever, it's definitely been grueling. I still got a few other things I need to do, but I think I just need to catch up on sleep. And also when you add in like me doing all that and going to the gym. All right, 82% done. See, I would just throw the whole pie out. There's no point. That's actually kind of cute. All right. So my guess is the rest is gonna probably be down below. Well, hold up. I forgot I got to clean the stage. Because that duck literally ran amok. The emphasis on muck. I'm not talking about the Pokemon either. With all these dead bodies, the place probably smells about like them. I mean, I don't know. I don't think like too much probably smell like Grimer and muck. Okay, that actually ran out right there when I finished that. So that was convenient. Yeah, this is actually, like I said, it was surprisingly a pretty quick job here. I mean, for the most part. Trying to make sure. Now, there's any blood down below where it's going to be a very small percentage, so I'm wondering if it actually is just everything's up here. I think that's actually what it is. So I don't think there actually is any blood down below. Yeah, there's not going to be any blood down below, because it's literally just like the, just the footprints themselves. So yeah. Also, this goes back over here, I think. I noticed that. Nice try, game. I saw it. Alright. Let's see. Let's check. See, I was having expecting to try to pull a fast one on me with that. I want... Could it be... See, that's the thing. The back alleys. Hold on a second. What, did I finish it? Like, I wasn't really paying much attention. That's saying back alleys. Evidence with the furniture back in its place or whatever. So I'm guessing they're saying we're done with everything in here. But there's stuff we gotta do outside. See, that was a glitch going on. It was showing the back alleys for some reason. So yeah, okay, we're still not quite done in here. I was making sure, because like we're not in the back alleys. My guess is the furniture is down below. We're still missing a chair. Well, now we know where the rest of the blood was. I wasn't paying attention. And done. Okay, so we're still missing some furniture. We're missing a chair. A tray. Well, okay, there's a tray. All right, problem solved on that. Alright, so now, where's the rest of the chairs? Also, I'm wondering, like, do we have to... You know, this would go on stage. I think. I mean, you figure this would go on stage, but I'm not seeing anywhere where I put it. Yeah. There's gonna be any kind of prompt for it. But let's put it there just like for aesthetics. So I guess go downstairs. It's the only thing I can think of logically. So we're missing like 3 chairs and something right here. Like yeah, we got like 1 chair right there. There's 3 chairs. 3. So that means it's like 6 things. But so I'm wondering if like the guitar does go somewhere on the stage. I got a trophy for that, or an achievement. Alright, see, I guess it doesn't go anywhere. It says 3 chairs that I know we need, but then that means the stand house is unaccounted for, unless there's another tray that I'm missing. Yeah, we got 1 chair right there we need. Everything else is in place. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay, is it... I got mixed up. It's these three chairs and the other one in there, and I have them. They're all down here. So, have some more trash got to clean up. I like how I said get rid of the trash, and I literally just dropped it down there, and that's not how we were supposed to do. It fell down to a different part and everything. I didn't really necessarily get rid of it. I just like threw it down there. All right. Should be... Yep, I knew we weren't gonna be quite done. All right, let me look outside and make sure that. See, they're trying to trick me. They're really selling this whole pineapple thing. I think that's why I did this just to try to piss people off. I mean, me personally, I mean, I don't care what someone puts on their pizzas. I mean, I grew up on you know, TMNT, and we know like what kind of stuff they did with pizzas. Yeah, see, this is where that garage band thing was before. I could never actually get up here if I'm right. Okay, so this explains, like, you know, why there was, like, a lot of blood they were talking about in the back alley. So it wasn't, like... Alright, so it was, like, multiple areas. Alright, see you in a few, buddy. Why the... You do realize your office doesn't have a roof, right? This level's getting weirder and weirder. Okay, well, let's get to work on this now. I'm just trying to process. It does have a roof, but also like a thing where like it is like a crazy animatronic. So I'll go and clean what, like, get started. I'm gonna have to go back in here. I'm not gonna have enough to finish it, clean everything up. I could at least just go and just use the mop to get like some of it done. That surprisingly gave me like a pretty good chunk of it cleaned right quick. Right there. I haven't had to use the ozonator, surprisingly. Everything's been cleaned up like very easily. I was trying to like just, you know, clean what I could here or whatever, so I wouldn't have to make as many trips. And I cleaned up the vast majority of it, like, just right there. Yeah, speaking of TMNT, I do still need to, like, read my latest copy of, like, the IDW collection. I picked that up, like, you know, recently, and I'm really excited for it because it pretty much, you know, covers, like, you know, there's, like, the whole little Bebop and Rocksteady miniseries they had in it. So I'm really excited to read that. But I'm also been like, trying to read through the first book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I've got like 2 of the books so far. I went on and got the next one because I already can tell I'm gonna like the series. But overall, it's gonna be a 10-book series. I think like the next volume's coming out this year.
Move like this.
So yeah, definitely got like a lot of reading I need to catch up on. Speaking of, like, since I'm on up scrolled or whatever, I'm probably gonna like and also just since I'm back on Blue Sky, and since I pretty much have like my little comic collection shelf set up, I'll probably actually do like a pic post a picture of that soon. I keep forgetting to do it. Okay, let me see. This also has me like really wanting to like get around to doing finally doing continuing goblin cleanup. We all been like my friends where we've been meaning to get like copies of the full game after we love how much we love the demo. We mean to actually get around to that too. There's just so many games like as far as like some multiplayer stuff. Like me and Rocket now just finally get back into Sketchy's Contract the other night, and that was like really fun. So for anyone who hasn't played Sketchy's Contract, I mean that's definitely a fun experience. Sorry, I mean, I don't need you to spread them. I mean, you're dead. If you want to give yourself, like, another skull fracture or whatever, sure, by all means or whatever, but, can we just act professional here? I deeply appreciate it. The hell is that? Get in the... Look. We're not doing this. Get... What's the deal with these corpses, like, being, like, having, like, more personality probably, like, after death than they had in life? I just, like, did, like, a clip where I had to make another one just because of all that. Is he, like... You can just go... No. No, I should have known better. I don't know what that guy's deal was. Drawing walls is a sin. Well, I mean, you definitely gonna burn up when you go in that church, ain't you? Alright, let's get everything, That's weird, like he wasn't, like, switching over that. Yeah, but the whole, like, the whole piranha mop thing makes you think of, like, like the jelly slimes in Goblin Cleanup. But I don't know whenever we get around that, that's definitely got to be, like, a long-term thing, too, because, I mean, just a few levels we played, and then just seemed like how much more there was actually going to be to that game. But I definitely wanted, like, to, get more into it, where just because, like, the whole... I know, like, Dave the Nut, I mean, Dave or whatever. Well, he goes by Dave the Nut. You guys know him. Those, like, have been freaking my streams, you know who Dave is. With him, like, doing D&D, and us, like, eventually wanting to get back into it. And, do, like, do a proper series, like, after how the other one ended. Yeah, it's pretty much, like, I just love the whole, like, RPG aspect of it, where they have, like, a whole bunch of D&D tropes and everything. It's gonna be interesting to eventually get around to it. Again, there's, like, just so many games I'm, like, wanting to get to. I'm just, like, trying to, like, get through, like, what's on my schedule right now between, like, this stuff. No, I'm Not a Human, Last Was Part 2, Bloodborne. But I really kind of, like, start trying to, like, focus on too many other projects when I got, like, already enough I'm trying to, get through. I think there's, like, one more chair missing, right? Yeah, there's one more missing. And we still need to find, like, the one, like, for the, for the, for the, dining area. I already knew that wasn't gonna open, but I don't even know why I tried, but...
Locked tight. Looks like I'll need
So, the other key would be down below. So I mean, do we go on downstairs or? I really don't seem like there's really too much else for me to do here. You know. I'm just trying to like make sure because I'm trying to like keep an eye out. Make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay, I'm probably gonna go and take this down. I'm going like, I'm probably gonna spill the water. I tend to always do that. So I'm guessing like the other chairs are probably gonna maybe be down below. Where this will work. I'm gonna laugh if it actually doesn't spill. Well, I like how it landed perfectly for the most part, and then that happened. Just make sure I can kind of have like a easy way back up without anything blocking me. That's like quite a skill like Kowalski's got there. All right. There's like a lot. I'm just able to reach it there, but it's just really kind of tricky, like navigating the elevator, like the not elevator, the stairs, the ladder. That's the word. Yeah, I need to go back to sleep after this stream. I'm naming like everything you can climb, like except for the thing it actually is. Well, there's the other chair at least. Yeah, I'm gonna go and take this thing back up. Just the way the chair's rolling, going up the stairs. All right. Looks like oil on this one. I can only hope I can actually throw it all the way up, but I know it's not going to happen. Well, no. I'm just going to take it up, just get it out of the way. Still there, everything and rolling up the ladder. They really are they just have to make this whole job harder than it needs to be. That's not fair. First the corpse is like trying to crack wise, now the trash cans are. Okay. Alright, so how much blood we got? It says wipe up like 33, so we got like a bit of it right there, so that's good. So if we got up that much, that quickly, it means it's not really going to take too long. That's weird. I missed some. I think that's all of it. For real this time. Well. Wasn't there like a grandma or whatever, like old lady, like, you know, in the original mission too? I think there was. So apparently he like just went down. I completely understand, Nika. Yeah, it seems like it's definitely been like that with a lot of us. I mean, between me and everything, definitely being a little bit roughed out with my arm and all that. Or like whatever this thing is like I got going on, I'm hoping it's not an infection I talked about like in the previous stream. Amber being out of it and everything. You know, and just a few of my other friends or whatever. I think it feels like something's in the air. But I completely understand. Yeah, I'll be live sometime tomorrow or whatever, but you go get some rest, okay? Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. It's like even when my arm in the condition it is, I still need to go hit the gym. The grandson's a giant mechanical duck.
I'm coming.
That's actually kind of spooky. What the duck do? Shoot her? Hold on a second. She's got a bullet hole in her head. I like how they're trying to play the duck outright shot her. Okay, I was hoping there was gonna be a source of water down here. There is not. Let me go take care of that. Probably should have brought the bucket up with me. But with any luck, I might be able to do this with just this. Okay. I got like an ad break in 3 minutes, but I think I might be able to wrap this up, or at least, maybe like, you know, finish at the basement beforehand. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this like with just one. And the paint's not really. I think the paint was like definitely trying to be a little bit more adhesive. All right, we're about halfway through the thing now, so. I can go ahead and like just try like, you know, after I get this done, I can just go ahead like run through the rest of the water. I can just go on and do some cleaning, you know, with the other stuff. Okay, yeah. I'll just like mop up what I can here. So it'll be less I think I'll do when I come back. Assuming I can't like just go ahead and actually finish it. I mean, it's possible maybe. I mean, I've had like, you know, much bloodier jobs. Let me see, trash is up. I think it's saying 5 out of 9, so there's more bodies. There's more bodies here. That's okay. All right, guys. The ad break's about to start. I'm gonna go and like, you know, clean up like, you know, a little bit else in here, and then I'll be right back. And afterwards, you know, we'll I guess like open the safe when we get back. So give me a few, and yeah, give me about 3 minutes. All right, guys, I'm back now, and pretty much got everything cleaned up down here. It was just like, you know, literally like right after I went on the ad break, I was able to get everything cleaned up in like 2 seconds. It wasn't really, it was just like a few little spots here, and just had to move the table. So y'all didn't really miss much as far as what I was cleaning. Now I just gotta get her out of here, and we gotta figure out what these other three. After I all right, hold on, you sit tight, Grandma. Okay, you didn't have to like throw it down unceremoniously like that, Kowalski. It's bad, like, you know, when you throw it down on a sofa and you know, you make it sound like, you know, shit's hit concrete. I just no, hang on, you know, have some respect for the elderly, dude. Put it right here. Close enough. All right, 0648. Three. Shit. It was 7 anyway.
I'm in.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we did need that gate key, so now we know where else we gotta go, and it's probably gonna be where else. I'm not too keen on this elevator. Or not the elevator, the ladder. So we've been per place where that jerk tried to jump scare me. They really haven't actually shown that, like, animatronic too much here. I heard that, though. Hold on, let me, like, throw her over here, and we can start wrapping things up. I'm pretty sure we should only have one more spot we gotta clean. Because there's, like, one more piece of evidence. Oh my god, Grandma. Really? I was trying to pick her up, and then she, like, you know, just fell down. I thought so. I wonder if, like, I actually kind of did a sequence break. Like, I was actually supposed to come over here afterwards. He hung out up there. I wonder if I actually kind of did a bit of a sequence break where I was actually supposed to, like, go downstairs, then come up here. I probably made... See, but now he's going through there. All right. That's the thing. We just got one more... See, why about the blood? So it's this right here. Oh, you jack... You jerk. Worked hard to clean up in here. You gonna pull this? It always gets me, like, when they says it's, like, cleaned up. All right, so I guess they're counting that as part of the alley. All right, where are we at on the... Did I ever fill that up? I did not. I remember now, because I was saying I was gonna, like, just see what I could go ahead and, like, see if I could go and clean as much as I could, like, you know, with what I had. Okay, I'm also going to go back downstairs to get my bucket. And I know I've got several, but... No point pulling another one out. Like, when I got one, that's all I need for the job. Alright, let's go and hopefully finish this up, Rogues. We only got, like, one more piece of furniture we gotta find for here. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be back here. Okay, just for this little bit right here, I'll just... Okay, at least we got another source of water right here, which is great. Alright. How bad is it in here? I don't know, it looks like it's hiding something, but I may be wrong. I see, I keep putting the wrong thing on. I keep on, like, you know, picking the wrong thing. There. It just kind of felt like they were hiding some there, but I stand corrected. I'm going to bring this on in. If I need it. Don't think I really will. I know normally with these things, that means there's like trays laying around. Yeah, this definitely looks sus. Called it. You just miss me with that noise, buddy? I'm gonna take this one out. Oh, that's new. He opened that up. Give. And he's like... Okay. Like, I didn't even, like, get anything done in the other spot, yet he's over here showing his ass. Okay. 2 more to go. He's got one of them. I'm having a feeling the other one's got to be inside the meat locker. So I like how, you think I will not, you know, so you think you're untouchable, huh? You think I care about these vases? Yes, and on your mouth. Give it up. I'm trying to watch and make sure he ain't trying to follow me. Yeah, I think she was the one that actually got caught in the crossfire the whole thing. She was the one that basically was innocent in the main chapter. And she just... Or I think like she was just trying to, like, you know, just do her job or what. I can't remember, but... She basically, I think, like, you know, her father... I was, like, someone in her family, I think, was, like, trying to, like, you know... I don't know. It was basically, I think, like, she just kind of got caught up in the whole turf war. Like, got caught up in the whole war thing. But she actually was, like, one of the more innocent ones. She was just trying to, like, you know, make ends meet. I have a feeling the devs actually put this here just because they knew people were going to break all of it. Just like the... But obviously it's taking a while to clean up or whatever. I think like the whole point of it is that really there might have been a trophy maybe if I actually could like, you know, went through the vases without actually breaking anything. Honestly, I really didn't care. I mean, I just wanted to go and go through and get her. We're almost done with getting all this cleaned up. Another key down there. Or this would be a lot worse if I didn't have like the upgrades, you know, to the trash bag where I can stack them. Stage key. Stage key. I didn't even see like any door on the stage. That I know of. I guess it's like, it was like 102% for like what I was cleaning up there. Yeah, this place seems like trying to like, you know, lay it on a little bit thicker. Yeah, this blood did not seem like it really wanted to come clean. Yeah, that was much thicker. I was honestly hoping I rung the basket there. Oh, so close. Looked like it was. I can't tell if it landed in front or on the back. Whatever. Alright. Everything's good to go out here again. So now we just need to find that last piece of evidence. One more piece of furniture. Wipe the rest of the blood. Find the last body. I'm curious about the stage key. Again, I didn't see no door on the stage. That's what it was. It was a little compartment up under it. I didn't need all that. Why is I can actually kind of like, you know, like for some reason I can imagine this playing during the credits of like, you know, the Howard the Duck movie. I can't turn it off. We got like the 3 caballeros or whatever up there. Was it 3 caballeros or caballeros? Yeah, 3 caballeros. You know, it's weird. Like, there's nothing. I mean, the only thing there was like just turn this whole thing on, but maybe I need to do that. I didn't see anything else under there. Because maybe if I'm lucky, actually, I'm basically keeping him like somewhere where, you know, he can't leave now. Or maybe it was just like an Easter egg where I actually can get them to perform. Who knows? Right now, not really concerned with it. I just need to go on in here and finish up this job. Alright, get out here and fill this back up. Thankfully, we got one right here. I'm pretty sure, relatively sure the last body's gonna be in there unless I'm missing something. Trying to see. Yeah, I see it. I see him right there. Okay. Just a little bit more.
Pick some warmer place for this.
Now things like similar to what happened like in the, you know, kind of go through a little maze of meat to get to him. All right, that's the last body. I'll come back here and wrap it up, or clean everything up, or whatever, and then we'll. Still gotta find that last piece of furniture. It may be in there. I wouldn't really pay attention to the chairs, but it can also be. You better take your ass on. We gotta go up there. So we're not quite done. At least he's telling me where I need to go in a way. He's an annoying little shit, but I wouldn't even probably actually thought about going up there because that's actually what kind of escaped me like in the when I played this the first time. I forgot, like I didn't actually realize you could go up there. That's where the old lady was originally. You can do it. Okay. Oh, sweet. Oh, I stepped on a duck. Okay, at least there's nothing to clean here. Location unlocked. There's our hidden influence. Weird. Oh, is that a Gravity Falls reference? I never actually watched Gravity Falls, but I thought that was like that's like maybe like a Bill Cipher thing there. I never actually watched it, but it might just be like an Illuminati. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's probably like another movie reference. But I saw like that right there, and the first thing I'm thinking is Bill Cipher. Yeah, I haven't actually watched it yet, whatever. I think it is. Because, I mean, there's 5 characters or whatever. So I really think this actually is a Gravity Falls reference. Like I said, I haven't actually watched it, but I need to get around to it. Anyways, welcome in, Sammy. Yeah, I definitely need to watch the show or whatever. Because I think that's probably what this is. I noticed like what I just looked up, and I already knew this, but there's like 5, pro tags, I guess, and of course that makes me think Bill Cipher. I mean, obviously some people think it could have been like an Illuminati thing, but that probably wouldn't have made as much sense. So I'm pretty sure it's a Gravity Falls reference. Because it does, make sense they would actually reference a show or something. Because because the thing is, this is actually something they did in the Modern Museum, in the museum map, and what they're gonna have like something different when I go back there again. They had like a whole bunch of references to movies. Like they had like one duck, like upside down kissing another one. I think so. It was like a Spider-Man thing, but life is a disease. Life is a disease, sexually transmitted, and invariably Well, I mean, thank you for that insight. I think there's a puzzle going on here. We gotta put. All right, so let's see. So there's definitely more to it. So there's like a. So there's a puzzles. All right, so let's see. I think I get it. Maybe. There's comfort and longing for something that's forever gone. I hate my neighbors. The constant cacophony of stupidity that pours from their apartments is absolutely soul crushing. Oh, trust me, after everything I dealt with last year, I completely understand on that. Doesn't matter how politely I ask them to practice and common courtesy, they're incapable of comprehending that their actions affect other people. Thank you. I mean, I've definitely been there. So you mentioned apartments. So I wonder if that goes here. See, there's pizza right there. I guess we gotta find something that's kind of like relevant in each one. The hell? The gift of guilt. Because there's like a pizza right there. Remember, like, desire only fuels the fire. So that's like a pizza thing right there. You know, I think I get it. These are all the levels, right? These are the levels. That's the factory. That was like the thing from the affair thing. So that's where we are now. The gift of guilt. There's comfort. It's the... I get it now. I think I get it. There's comfort in longing for something. And longing for something that's forever gone. So that would fit the toxic love thing. Creative is the art of hiding the influence. Is an art of hiding the influence. Life is disease, sexually transmitted, and inevitably fatal. Wait, never mind. Self-inflicted wound, renewed every day. That would go with this, because what she did, I think. Desire only fuels the fire. The gift of guilt. So I'm trying to do a process elimination. I pay the living, envy the dead, because the whole thing about it being haunted, or them trying to play it off as being haunted. Life is a disease, sexually transmitted, and inevitably fatal. Creativity is art. There's comfort and longing for something that's forever gone. I'm trying to like figure each of these out. Artist self-love is escapable. Because I wonder, because the thing is, there's some that are already on the walls, and then they're trying to like kind of give us ID on them, because these were there too. And everything I touch turns to gold, then to... Let's see. Actually... No. I'm wrong on that. The bathhouse. The gift of guilt, maybe? Hey, man, there's not. Their actions affect other people. I'm trying to... Yeah, it'll be this one right here, I think. Because I think that was the resort thing. Okay, basically, I'm not going to look up, like, I'm just trying to get, like, a refresher course on what each of the missions was, Rogues. So I kind of remember, like, you know, what I did on each of them. But now I actually look at the solution here, because I'm trying to think, because I get the idea. We basically have to, like, you know, find something that's relative to the mission we did. So I remember desire only fuels the fire. They basically wanted Big Jim's mission, you know, his status or whatever, and this place takes place as a pizzeria. All right, so let's see here. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna figure this out. Just. Alright, so short circuit was next. That was the whole thing where at the house like it was haunted. Affair with death. Okay, here we go. Affair with death. I think this is kind of like maybe a bit of a cop out. Affair with death. Let me see, cause. So this is toxic love right here. I could put this right here. Everything I touch, or like basically the whole, there's comfort and longing for something that's forever gone. But we're going to put like the self-inflicted thing considering what happened in that chapter. Right, so that's bad call. Trial by blood, that's the bathhouse one. So we'll say it like this right here, because what happened there. So the bathhouse one, let's see. Affair with death, considering like it was basically it's based around sex. So, life is a disease, sexually transmitted, and invariably fatal. Because that's the whole thing. It was basically the whole thing like about the affair, so like, sexually transmitted, and I was like, friendly fire. Can't remember what all happened there, but let's see here. Creativity is the art of hiding the influence. There's comfort and longing for something that's no longer gone, that's forever gone. Is an art of hiding. All right, is an art of hiding influence. I think that probably goes there, because you know art and everything, and creativity, you know, artwork and art and all that. So then the gift of guilt. There with death. Let's see. So let's see this. Our Italian job. That's a fair with death. Friendly fire. Party's over. So definitely some of these are a little bit more tricky now. So let's see. Gift of guilt. So here's the thing. I keep thinking also. See, so that's the thing. That's friendly fire. So this one, I hate my neighbors. The consequence of obvious stupidity. So that would kind of go with that fact they all like basically just something stupid and end up getting them killed. The whole thing would like so. I feel like that would actually work. And their actions affect other people because basically them acting stupid end up like get everyone causing everyone to die. So now we look at everything I touch turns to, all right, there's comfort and longing for something that's forever gone. The gift of guilt. Now that could go with what happened with friendly fire because that's where he died and everything. Our friend died. We could try that. All right, call in. So we got 2 more here. Yeah, 2 more. So there's comfort and long for something that's forever gone. Everything I touch turns to gold and cold and to rust and dust. That kind of makes sense of big gems fall from grace. I'm probably gonna be wrong about this, but it'd be cool if I actually did pull it off. There's comfort and longing for something that's forever gone, and that would be not quite. Something's wrong here. So that didn't really fit the bathhouse thing. Longing for something that's forever gone. I pity the living, envy the dead. These could self-inflicted wound renewed every day. Renewed. Huh. Or it could be the gift of guilt goes there. Our self-love is inescapable. It's like, okay, so I feel like this one's right. That sounds like that's on the nose. The gift of guilt, I don't know about that. Let's see. Remember, desire only fuels the fire. 'Cause that... I feel like the creativity is the art of hiding the influence. Creativity is the art of hiding the influence. Could that mean... Because think of, he was hiding the bodies. Our self-love is inescapable. I'm not sure about this, but I want to try to see like what happens if we solve this. I might look it up in a second, like just to go and like move things along, rogues. But I don't know. It's because I think self-inflicted wound, because that's what happened, you know, with what's her name. So I feel like the neighbors thing is like on the nose. To get the guilt, like I kind of feel like the whole thing about like, you know, the affair, you know, affair with death. I feel like that's right. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They basically count this as the prologue. Okay, so I pity the living, envy for the dead. It kind of like just feels like that fits the whole thing with the house being haunted. This is right because the pizza. Life is a disease, sexually transmitted, and invariably fatal. I feel like that's correct. Gift of guilt, stand out. Not sure about that. Oh, not really does really stand out. This one feels like this would probably be, you know, right, because again, I hate my neighbors, the constant cacophony of stupidity that pours from their apartment. They literally were doing stupid stuff. Everything I touch turns to gold, to cold, and rust into dust. And that kind of fit, like I said, the whole thing with like Jim like leaving. Unless okay, I'm gonna like just see how far off I am, rogues. Small pictures represent the crime scene Kowalski did. Let's see. I mean, like I said, I'm just going on just trying to, you know, see how far off I am, rogues. Okay, so it's not that one. Cleaner. Painting puzzle. Because other people apparently are stumped by it too, apparently. I'm just trying to see here, because I mean, I want to just get it out of the way. Crap. Okay, so this is... So I was way off. And so this whole thing is something I probably wouldn't have been able to solve, Rose. Apparently they were actually hidden posters in the missions. So, yeah. I'm just going to go... the thing is, I basically was like right here trying to solve something without actually... Basically, I had like, you know, during the missions, I had like find these posters and actually remember them. So I don't know how anyone would actually have been expected to actually remember that. But either way, some of them were already in place. I'm just going to go ahead and just do it and just get this out of the way. I know I just cheat sheeted it, but I want to go ahead and get it done. And it turns out it was something like completely way off from what I thought. Like an example, I'm seeing right here is some of them I was right about. Like apparently, there's comfort in longing for something that's forever gone. So that was, you know, I mean, I was originally thinking like it was a self-inflicted thing, but yeah, that was actually one of them. All right. The art of self-love was where it's supposed to be. Everything I touched, that was correct. So I was right on some of the stuff, but the weird thing is, like, I hate my neighbors goes for short circuit. So this one was way off. All right. Desire only fuels the fire is right. I paid. Now this one threw me off. I thought this was right, but it's basically. I paid the living, envy for the dead. That one goes here, which. Some of them actually said they're dead on, like, you know, for what it's supposed to be or whatever. Because everything I touch turns to gold, and the cold, and the rust, and it does. They had like the whole luxury thing, and then they got their asses kicked. I mean, then they got killed and everything. This one. The flag, self-inflicted wound. Now this one kind of fits. Like, life is a disease, sexually transmitted, and all that. That kind of fits, considering, like, you know, basically, as far as, like, you know, how stupid they were being and everything, they definitely were kind of like, you know, were possibly like the poster children for condom ads. And they get the guilt. See, this one doesn't fit for that one. So I guess it, like, some of them actually said they were kind of like they fit, but other ones didn't. All right, whatever. It was just for the diamond record, but. It kind of gives like Tubular Bells vibes from like The Exorcist. At least like that like little jingle start off. All right, we can get back to this now, rogues. I still need to find this definitely spent more time on that than I actually really would have liked to. By the way, let's go ahead and like get this taken care of. Okay, just a little bit. I should be able to just like mop up the rest. Alright. I got this. Alright, that's done. Because realistically, like, you probably wouldn't be able to tell much of a difference and everything, but of course I guess like you need to have like this area looking clean and everything, not like an actual slaughterhouse. I mean, same difference, but like all the blood all over the walls, or obviously they're not actually trying to slaughter it, you know, everything in the freezer. I was just like, you know, like seeing all the blood all over the walls, you really couldn't see much of a difference. Damn it. Alright, now he's got to find this last chair. And that's what's bugging me. There's always that one item that, you know... Because, I mean, we're basically done. Well, hell, there's actually... Yeah, there's, like, furniture I need to put... I need furniture out here. What's there to put away in the back alley? Let's send it in here. Like, just saying to put, like, some furniture away or whatever. What's there to put away in the back alley? One thing I can think of is, like, it's up here or whatever, but... I think I cleaned all that up. It's gotta be sent up here. They got me stuck on this again. This is the only place where there's actual furniture, you know? Great, there's another chair missing. Crap. So there's 2 chairs. At least they didn't penalize me for that. So we're missing 2 chairs now. Yeah, this kind of sucks. Is there anything back here? Crap. Okay, see, it's always like, you know, things like this. Everything's going swimmingly, and now all of a sudden, like, you know, I'm trying to like make sure I look above me and everything, because I know like they like that. Okay, the restaurant's cleaned. Now we just gotta find like this. Shut up. I wish I never turned them on. Seriously, the music's better than they're singing. Let me check down here one more time, and I don't think it's here. I honestly thought that was it for a second, but it wasn't. That's her chair. Okay, you figure it might be somewhere in the alley. That's why I'm supposed to have like the thing on, the perk on that lets me like, you know, see furniture. I think I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, that's weird. Why is that lighting up? There's a little bit of blood right there, but they didn't actually count it. That was strange. Like, they didn't actually count the blood there. Okay, I'll check in here one more time. Yeah, I'm totally confused by this. So we got like literally just one... one chair missing, and I can't find it. And like it was like something like a prompt, like I interact with something, but hold on. All right, just that. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's not up here because I literally was all up in this spot and I did not see no chair. Yeah, it ain't here. Okay, I really need... So, really, I think the only other place I can really be is in the restaurant. I just gotta, like, kind of comb through this, like, as best I can. Unless... Is this thing... Yeah, it's supposed to be there. Oh, also, see... I like how it's, like, saying, like, task complete, but yeah, there's still more blood that popped up. Alright. Where is this chair? And they got all this stage before they jump me. I'm dumbfounded by this, Rogues. I ain't gonna lie. I've checked everywhere. Well, I mean, obviously, I guess I haven't, because otherwise I would have found it already. But, let me go and see like, what kind of chair it was again. So on my luck, it's like it's probably up here somewhere, and I'm just not seeing it. We're not going to talk about the fact I've literally been climbing the damn chair to get up there. I bet you the devs did that on purpose. I cannot believe this. The whole time, like, the chair was right there, and I was climbing it to get up there. I knew that. I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose. Okay, well, probably like the only time in the game I've actually used my step ladder. Damn thing's... Okay, hold on a sec. We're not doing this now. I think it was like... There. Yeah, it was like lodged in there. Yeah, I keep on accidentally like step on this thing knowing it's just gonna like, you know, just screw up on me. Yeah, this... Don't tell me I'm actually stuck now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that thing's dangerous. Let's go and put this thing where it needs to be so we can get out of here. I'm pretty sure the devs knew what they were doing with that. They had to have. They knew that people were gonna climb the chair and not even think about the fact that, you know, they've been doing that the whole time. Alright. I am done. I don't care about my bucket. I'll buy another one or something. Which obviously we don't, because we're already gonna have it in our, you know, when we start the next thing. Alright. Either way, we are done, rogues. Like right there at the 2-hour mark. We got a perfect score on all that. Pretty sure they probably did. They knew what they were doing. They probably watched other players, you know, playing this or whatever, like, and got a joke out of it, knowing that they, I looked at it and I was like, damn it. And I get all the secrets. They're probably gonna say I missed something. Or we got the pizza truck now, at least. Alright, so we are completely done with that one, rogues. We got everything. We got, like, the one secret that was there. We also got the pizza truck. I might actually start rocking that, like, you know, going into the missions now. I might actually start using the pizza truck. Alright. I still need to get this one. Yeah, I still need to, like, get the one from that chapter. But at least, you know, we got it finished tonight, guys. It ended up being, like, a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be as far as, like, the job was concerned. I thought we were going to go in and, like, breeze right on through it. And before we... I do want to, like, see what it'll look like, because I'm pretty sure once I do the skins thing here. I still want to get the boxing glove. I think that would just be funny, like, you know, just, like, clean with that. Honestly, I've been digging the shredder. But I kind of want to, like, you know, I really would like the black hole. But I think I'm actually going to go back to this one for now. Shredder's been fun, but I'm just going to kind of, like, just go back to that for now. Pressure washer. I'm keeping my laser washer, though. I'm really curious about the Niconator. Yeah, but let's see what this looks like. And honestly, I'm just going to go back to my standard hands for this. Alright, let's see what... Did it not? Or I guess, like, maybe it's only, like, once I actually get on the job, I suppose. I mean, it did change, right? Yeah, it changed. I guess it's just, like, it's only gonna be, like, when I actually get on the job for the first time. I totally wish I could have seen, like, the pizza thing here. Alright, but either way, guys, so the next episode for this will be next week, just like next episode for Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, and we will be doing the Affair with Death, which I know is gonna definitely probably take some time. I don't know, I mean, because really... Some of these jobs I thought, like, you know, that took a lot of time before actually weren't as bad this time. Like, I think, like, Toxic Love didn't, like, take me as long to get through as it did the first time I played it. So, Affair with Death could be, it could or it couldn't be. I'm also, like, looking at the prices of everything there, too. Because Affair with, well, that was actually, never mind. That was, like, the Nightmare version of it. And what we'll be getting from a fair death when we did Nightmare, I'm actually going to get the boxing gloves. I think, which one was it that gives me... Yeah, and I get the Nico thing for friendly fire, because I really wanted to see what that one's like. And then for modern arts, where I'll get the black hole. That's 3 other main ones I really want. I want the boxing gloves, the Nico ozonator, and I really want to use that black hole trash thing. Because the main thing, like, I kind of like thought about is like, okay, well, I'm getting some like the stuff I really wanted here at the tail end. But truth to it is, like, you know, they are gonna be like a lot of stuff is kind of like setting the sun. We're gonna be getting like probably like an act 2 of this thing. Like the devs already, I think, confirmed they're working on an act 2. And with that, it means we're gonna be getting like, you know, a lot more missions, and of course, like probably more nightmare missions for them as well. So I know that even after I finish out these next several jobs, there's still gonna be like more content for this eventually. But I am, you know, once I do get finished with this, like I said, the next stop is either gonna be Crime Scene Cleaner, not Crime Scene Cleaner. I'm literally playing Crime Scene Cleaner, Power Wash Sim, or Power Wash Sim 2, or if not that, possibly, you know, hopefully we can like start getting back on Goblin Cleanup. Because that was like so fun when we were playing Goblin Cleanup before, and we've been overdue to kind of, you know, me and my friends have been overdue to get like the full game of it. And I'm actually not that far from being able to buy it and everything. I got a few bucks and everything, but you know, I've already got like so much else I'm still trying to play, get through. So anyways, guys, the next streams, I want to go ahead and like try to get me some sleep. Probably gonna go and make those cookies I was talking about, like, and just nom on those, and then like, you know, just hit the gym extra hard in the morning. Because I'm still like trying to watch through Wake Up, like Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man, trying to finish that up. But yeah, definitely gonna be like, you know, relaxing a good bit after this. Until I'm tired, I'm over here. I mean, even though I slept like a good bit today after I had that pizza, you know, I'm over here yawning up a storm now. I guess I just finished the stream up, and I'm probably starting to actually properly wind down a bit more. But yeah, sometime today I'll be, you know, continuing No I'm Not a Human, and I'll be playing more of that tomorrow as well. And then Saturday and Sunday, me and Amber 17 will be jumping back on Grounded 2 for the Toxic Tangle update. Like I said, we did like some stuff off stream tonight to kind of like, you know, prep for that in regards to like, you know, some stuff regarding the ladybug buggies, which we haven't actually you know, hatched them or anything. But we kind of like, because last stream, a lot of it was us just trying to get into the garden. But like, so with the next, we want to make sure with the next stream, since we already are, you know, in the new area, we actually figure out how to get there finally. The next stream is gonna be pretty much us like beelining for that to go right on in there. Since I got like the upgrade to the axe, we're gonna go and like, you know, chop down that one carrot that was in the anthill. There's just like a lot, like several things we did to make sure that things are gonna be streamlined moving forward, but also without like us really like going too far into things. Like we didn't really check out any new areas, but like I did like, you know, get like some new collect like some new resources that we haven't scanned yet to see what we get from them. Like I got like the burr stuff last stream, but this time, you know, about off stream I got like, you know, some lint and a few other things, so we're gonna be scanning those at the start of the next stream. And we're gonna work on actually, you know, finishing up making our ladybug nests, and then we're gonna, like, so we have our buggies for that. And we're gonna get into the next, like, you know, like into the content update properly next stream. It's gonna be fun, you know. It's like, you know, in regards like just actually going into that full, you know, going into like new content like at the start, without having to worry about like spending like a couple of hours trying to figure out how to actually get to the area. So this means like next stream we're definitely gonna get like a whole lot more done, and it's gonna be pretty exciting. We're gonna try to go for the other optical discs and everything. And I think there's like another turbo disc and there's another optical disc over in the pumpkin patch. And so we're definitely gonna try to like work on getting like, you know, plenty of stuff done with the next, you know, during the next 2 streams. And with us, since we will have the ladybug mount starting on the next stream, that means we'll also be able to clean up a lot of like that, you know, the the tang, you know, pools all around, so it'll be easier for us to actually walk around that area and hopefully get like the hammer upgrade and of course the wrench upgrade, so we can try like see if we can fix that one, do that one puzzle that, you know, we didn't do last time, as far as like the you know, that really, you know, that the room where the cooling system was off. I definitely want to like do that and see what's in there, and also, you know, just overall just check out like more of the update. So anyways, with that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping things up here so I can get bedded down. So yeah, like I said, next stream will be sometime today, but we're gonna see if we can find someone to raid real quick and then go from there. So let me see if there's anyone live. Man, I know there's not really probably too many people in my chat, but we'll still like throw a little raid at someone if I can find anyone. Okay, well, Snuggles is playing No Man's Sky, so I think I'll just go and throw one over to her. Just go ahead and like, you know, do it. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go and raid Snuggles Rogues. Really good people. Definitely like, you know, worth the follow. So So let me see here. Raid. Raid channel. That's a raid channel, Snuggle 72. And you know, she has follower, subscriber only chat and everything, but still. I don't know if she's at, I mean, I don't know if she's had like any issues like with hate raids or anything or something. I'm not sure. But either way, but like I said, she's good people, rogues. All right, but anyways, with that said, there's the raid call. You know, of course, like you guys have to like, you know, follow her to actually, you know, be able to do the raid thing or whatever. But nonetheless, with that said, thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me for this. As we, you know, we finished up another scene, another job in crime scene cleaner. I'm gonna go and call it, you know, go make my cookies and then like get me some rest. But until next stream, rogues, much love. Thank you guys for all coming out and hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you for watching.